Hello and welcome back to our super snazzy, super sexy, mega gazillionaire making YouTube channel.
Or just us, in normal terms.
Just us. In this vlog, we are spending time by the water. We found 4 brilliant airs, really great positions, all free, and we've had a blast.
I'm sure that the water won't mind if we rest here for the night.
And we've seen plenty of wildlife. Some of it wanted, but some of it not so much. Well, it's been a while since I've had a chateau visit.
We've done no, but castle, it's been castles or us.
It hasn't. When was the last time I went to a castle? It's been a while.
I don't know, because I shut off 3-4 weeks ago, shut off.
Ferret, I think, was the last chateau. This is a tiny little castle. It's being restored at the moment, so we're just going to go and have a quick look.
Joy.
So this town has got quite an incredible history for the French. It's where Joan of Arc set off to help Charles become the King of France and kick out us rotten English. Quite an amazing story really at the age of 16. And the townspeople here gave her a sword, a horse and dressed her in men's clothing so she could go off and find Charles. And only 3 years later she was captured and handed over to the English, who ultimately burned her at the stake for heresy. And for nothing more, really, than wearing men's clothing.
Hiding from my future, never knew what I was meant for. Scared to take a step, cause if I left then it would mean war. If I go to battle, will I make it back? And if I never do, will I wish I had? Cause now there's something calling me to jump into the deep end. Feels like my whole life until the second I've been dreaming. If I asked, would you come and fight with me? It's not just a moment, it's a destiny. We could be the warriors. They don't know who they're messing with. They don't know we were born for this. We could be the warriors.
Good morning from Vaucluse.
It's not, it doesn't sound like that.
It's close enough. So it's got quite a lot of history here, but really not much else.
Yeah, there's not much here. There's a church and a statue and some bells.
And the remains of a castle, but really the town is living off its history with Joan of Arc.
It does, however, provide a very lovely motorhome stopover point for free, 3 bays and the service point, although as some of these are, we've found they're not always functioning 100%. So there's a grey waste, no problem, but there's only half the facilities you need to do your cassette, and it's a token for water, but one of the bollards is out of order. But we'll make do, and it's brilliant and it's free. But just bear in mind, some of these places, they don't always 100% function. So use what you can when you can.
And because it's been free, we're just going to nip into the boulangerie that we saw yesterday, because they also do their own
Joan of Arc cake.
Yeah, Jeanette something or other. So
probably just like normal cake, but it's been burnt. Is it Wednesday today?
Yeah, it's Wednesday. It's shut. Oh, that's a shame. Well, that was disappointing. It's closed on a Wednesday.
They don't burn things on a Wednesday.
So just going to have to go to a normal boulangerie and get a baguette without a Jeanette. Well, this is a typical French find. What a beautiful little place to park.
It's a lay-by.
It's a lay-by on a tiny little road though, look. In the middle of the countryside. It's just beautiful. And it's authorised. There's a little sign there that says we can be here. Very pretty. Good place for a trail cam night tonight, I think.
I'm sure that the water won't mind if we rest here for the night and leave before sunrise.
The water is so clear for a canal. You can see fish and all sorts. Andrew's going to end up in it if he's not careful.
I'm sure that the water won't mind if we rest here for the night and leave before sunrise. Wild
I just said that this place must have otters because there's so much wildlife, and there's one in the bank.
sleep warm, side by side. Up at dawn, I can see your breath. The morning light warms our skin as we bathe in the riverside. The water's cold and it's dangerous, but it brings me to life. So we stand to read tongues of green and white. I'm sure.
Oh, I don't think that's not an otter.
Before sunrise, I'm sure that the current won't mind if we rest our bodies for the night and leave before sunrise. I'm sure that the water won't mind if we rest here for the night and leave before sunrise. I'm sure that the current won't mind if we rest our bodies for the night and leave before sunrise.
Rest here for the night and leave before sunrise. Wild berries and sweet kisses on our mouths delight. We sit near the fire under the moon's light. No one else to disturb us. We enjoy the night. Fall asleep warm, side by side.
Another amazing overnight stop in France. You just can't beat it, can you?
No, it's spot on. Spot on. So, not much else to say. The pictures will say it. Super quiet. No one else here. Good access for walking. Did a nice walk yesterday.
Yeah, it was lovely right down the canal. The clearest waters we've ever seen. Loads of wildlife. I put my nature cam out yesterday in the best spot I've ever found. All the food's gone this morning. And I forgot to turn the camera on.
Quelle surprise.
And in 24 hours, let's do the mosquito count. Andrew?
1.
Jane? 26.
One of us smells like cow poo.
Gutted. Itchy. Not happy.
It's the only explanation. It must be what you smell like.
I think you just send them my way on purpose. So we're off now to continue up the river. Nice little air in the next town up. Only 4 or 5 spaces, I think, so we'll see if we get on.
So the story goes, you say we need no direction, no time for real self-reflection. Let's get high and drive to the ocean. You're always on the nose, I know you need real connection. You know your real world's a messin'. I know I need you to know this.
So we've continued our riverside trip this week, and we are here in a town called ligny-en-barrois.
It's called exactly that.
Nice little town, not much here really, but there was a market yesterday because it was Friday, and it's just been a quiet night again.
It's been raining overnight on it. It's a bit rubbish.
Oh, it's still warm and close, and I've upgraded my mosquito count from the other day by the river. 34, and I'm sure it's more than that because some are like quadruples.
I've just got one.
Suffering.
I'm not whinging about it.
I'm suffering. So we're going to carry on up it's actually a canal, not a river, so we're going to carry on up the canal, probably only about 10 kilometres, and this has been a really pretty stop, and it would have been even prettier if it hadn't been for the dredging equipment that has been left there for over the weekend. It was fascinating watching them dredging and taking all the weed out of the canal yesterday, but it did spoil our view somewhat.
Don't you hear the water rolling down the mountain, rolling down the mountain and running into the sea? Can't you feel my heartbeat?
Right, well, I'm not feeling this location, to be honest. What about you?
It's not pretty, so change it.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of France, isn't it? We don't like it, we'll just move on.
Right, let me have a look. Well, this is a much nicer location. I'm so glad we moved. Nice little spot by the river.
Pulls me out to sea. Don't you feel the yearning, burning within, yearning for the skin of the one you cannot win? So come a little closer, deep inside your mind, of the capsules and the times when you were free.
Well, another idyllic waterside park up last night. It rained all day yesterday, so we didn't really see it in its best light. But this morning the sun's back out and it's beautiful. Unfortunately, Andrew's not feeling so well, so he's staying there, and me and Bud are going to go and explore. We've already seen one koipu. Those creatures we saw the other day, definitely koipu and not otter, because the tail is very rat-like. They are essentially a big rodent. So we're going to go and see what else we can find. Hopefully not any more mozzies, because I am still struggling with enormous blistered mozzie bites, and Andrew's still whinging about his one. Again, the water is so clear, so much vegetation in nature. I can't imagine that boats get down here very often. That's maybe why there's so much nature here, because it's clean. This sort of park up isn't one we'd usually choose because it's quite near houses, but it is an approved one, so that's why we stayed. But it is nice to have neighbours so that we're not on our own, and we know definitely that it's okay. There's a couple of koipu down there just diving. So our French neighbours didn't stay, they're not staying tonight, they just came to have a picnic and play a game. New game I've not seen before, and with my best French managed to find out what it is, and it's Finnish Skittles. So that's something that's going in the bag. Oh god, that made me jump. Wondered what that was. Gave me a bit of a heart attack. So Andrew's still not feeling very well. He's very hot and shivery. So fingers crossed it feels better tomorrow, because we've got a bit of a drive to get up north. So for now we're going to watch the sunset and pick this up in the morning. Good morning again from Mousset, another beautiful day, and our last day in Lorraine. And to celebrate our last day in Lorraine, we've got a special guest.
Guess who's back?
Still not on top form, but better than you were yesterday.
I've been right poorly. I've had a temperature, I've had aches and pains. I've had to sit down to have a wee. My little soldier's shriveled up like a button mushroom. So it's been terrible. I've been really brave. I've put all them symptoms into my Google diagnosis app and it's told me one or two things. I either had malaria or gender dysphoria. Because I did get bitten by a mozzie, didn't I? So it's one of them two things. However, I'm at 70% now.
So that's it for this week, you'll be pleased to know. We're leaving Lorraine. We are on our last week's holiday here in France. We're heading north, getting ready to go away to England. We're going to a campsite because it's going to be roasting for the next 3 days and getting the doggies warmer.
As ever, thank you for tuning in, watching, having the banter. Really looking forward tonight to your comments because it's just good crack. So thanks everybody. Look at yourselves, catch up soon.
Yeah, they ask you what it man. Hey, answer the question, I tell them I'm Superman. Yeah, I show them my daughter, I show them I do it, man. Hey, yeah, pull her real nice and I do it like Superman. They ask you who the man. I pull her right up and I'm doing like Superman. Hey, back with the vengeance, I'm back with the vibe and a true man.